Hello again and welcome back to Legally Cited. This is BGFH and I am back for another quick hardware review. Now up to this point you have seen me do reviews for the Amazon Echo and the Amazon Tap. Now we are going to take a look at the third pillar of the Echo family, the Echo Dot. So you can go back on my channel under the hardware reviews playlist if you want to go check out the reviews for the original big Echo or the smaller battery powered Tap. But now we're going to focus on the Dot. Yes, I was crazy a while ago and I couldn't decide whether I wanted the Dot or the Tap. So being the smart individual that I am, be that good or bad, I decided, oh, let's do both. So this is the Amazon Echo Dot. Got our little Amazon logo there. We got our powered, our wire here for power, which this does have to be plugged in, even though it's really small. You do have to power it via AC power. Now you do have a 3.5-inch out jack right there as well, and I'll get into that in just a moment. So that's really all you have along the outer side of the tiny cylinder. And on the top, you've got your couple of buttons for your kind of play pause, or you get your microphone there. And I'm not exactly sure what that other button. Oh, okay, great, I get a notification. But yeah, so you've got a couple of buttons that you have on your regular Echo. Now, before I go any further, I will caution you that I'm not sure what is going on with the availability of this product. It seems really popular, but fairly recently Amazon does not have it listed as in stock, and we don't know when or if they are going to get another shipment of these in. I don't know if they're discontinuing it for something better, and this is just like a short-term experiment, or what, but I actually kind of like this. I use this in my bedroom. I have it on my nightstand here, and I have my regular Echo in the living room. So to me, there are two purposes or two main reasons someone might want to get an Echo Dot. One being what I'm using it for is I have it on my nightstand and I can use it as an alarm clock, as a, it's not going to win any awards for sound because it's, look at it, I mean, it's super tiny. I can pick it up with my one hand, and you see how my hand is as far as like compared to how big the speaker itself actually is. It's really small, so you're not going to get award-winning sound out of this. But it does have an internal speaker. You can do voice commands with it just like you can the original Echo. You can say the keyword, which I'll do shortly. You can also pair it with a Bluetooth headset or Bluetooth speaker. So if you have like a really fancy Bluetooth speaker, or you have a pair of Bluetooth headphones, you can do that. Or you can, if you have, let's say, a good home theater setup or a good stereo system in your living room or office or wherever, you can use your 3.5-inch audio out jack there, and then you get basically what happens then, you get the microphone and the smart capabilities of the Echo Dot speaker, the microphones, but then you also get, you plug it into your main audio system, and then you get the better sound. So it's almost like you use it as just like a smart tool for your home theater. So those are really your two main uses for the Echo Dot. But I actually really kind of like this thing. Like I said, I use it. I might have it play me some music if I'm putzing around in my room. I've used it with wired headphones. I've tried it with that and it sounds okay. I've paired it with a wireless headset, a Bluetooth headset, and that works fine. Again, you can pair it with your phone. So like if I want to play things Bluetooth for my phone, I can connect it that way and then use like Google Play Music or any other app and then just have it out as a Bluetooth speaker. And again, like I said, if you have this connected to your home theater setup, that would be kind of another benefit that you could use for that as well. But you do have the same smart capabilities. If you haven't checked out my reviews for the original Echo or the Amazon Tap, you can go ahead and check those out. Those are under the hardware review section or the playlist on the YouTube channel. But this one, they said, it uses the wake word, so I can say, Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 4:30 p.m.
Okay. Now you notice that just like the big Echo, it lights up blue all around to let you know that it's listening. And this part, if you can tell, see where the little ridge is there? This whole top piece, and as I move it, it tells me, like it kind of lights up. That is used, that's how you adjust the volume. Now you can also say, you can also tell it volume up, volume down, or let's say like volume 3 or whatever. You can do that too. But I find it's just easy to, just turn the top of the unit itself. So you have all of the same capabilities. I'm not going to go into super amount of detail because if you want that, you can go look at the original video, but for the original Echo. But like I said, I can ask it the time. I can ask it, Alexa, what's the weather like today?
Currently, in St. Paul, it's 77 degrees with cloudy skies. Tonight, you can look for some clouds with a chance of thunder showers, with a low of 71 degrees.
Alexa, what's the weather for tomorrow?
Tomorrow in St. Paul, there will be thunderstorms,
Boo.
with a high of 78 and a low of 67.
I don't like thunderstorms. I don't want to wait for the bus in rain. I've done that already this year. Not cool. You can ask it things like, Alexa, set a timer for 30 seconds.
30 seconds, starting now.
I use this on the regular Echo all the time. It is so convenient to be in the kitchen and like I'm putting something in the oven or I'm cooking something and I just need a timer for whatever, or I go do the laundry and I want myself to have a reminder to, hey, go in the other room and take my laundry out or put it in the dryer or whatever so that other people can use it. I use timers all the time with this, and it's just really nice not to have to fiddle with buttons. I can just walk around my apartment and be like, hey, set the timer for blah, blah, blah. There you go. There's your alarm. Alexa, stop. I can also do things like, Alexa, play today's flash briefing.
Here's your flash briefing. In NPR News from TuneIn.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Jack Speer.
Alexa,
President
stop.
Obama.
So your flash briefing is basically when you originally set this up, just like the other devices, you go download your Alexa app from the App Store, be it Google Play or iOS, and you just, you plug it in. It'll tell you, hey, we're ready. You should use your phone and pair it up and do what you need to do. It's just like the other products. I found it super easy to pair and super easy to connect to my Wi-Fi. But then within the app, you have the thing that makes these line of products really interesting is that you have the stuff that's built in, but then you have all these third-party, like I get an email, like every Friday or so, that tells me new skills that the Echo family of products can do. And I can do them on any of my devices, the Dot, the regular Echo, or the Tap. So your flash briefing is kind of like your customizable news feed. So I get a little bit of general news, some tech news, and a couple, just some headlines, that kind of a thing. I can also do, Alexa, play Jeopardy. Alexa, play Jeopardy.
This is Jeopardy J6. Here we go.
Let's see how badly we do.
The first category is Meet the Press.
Oh boy.
Katharine Graham's 1997 book Personal Best detailed her time as publisher of this East Coast newspaper.
What is the New York Times?
That's not it. The correct response was What is the Washington Post?
No idea.
The
Like I said, I
second
suck at
category
this.
is Meet the Prez.
Ew.
He played on Michigan's national championship football team in 1933.
Alexa, stop.
Do you want to leave the game?
Yes.
Thanks for playing.
Yeah, because I don't want to embarrass myself further. Yeah, just keep asking press questions. I'm sure I'm going to do good in that category. Not. So you get the idea. You can do like a daily, like, was it 5-question Jeopardy thing? There are other interactive games. As of recently, I haven't enabled this skill yet, but there's actually like a Braille tutor skill that you can do. So I think she'll ask you maybe like what, I don't know what it will do, but maybe she'll give you dot patterns and then you tell it what the letter or the contraction is, or vice versa. So that could be an interesting skill. And if you have, I don't right now, but if you have smart appliances or like your smart bulbs and your smart thermostats, there's a lot more devices that the Echo family is actually going to be able to control by voice. So like I can say, like set my lower my light volume, or change the color of my bulb, or set the temperature to 72 degrees, whatever. So it's things like that that's really starting to make this interesting. And like I said, there's third-party apps that are becoming available all the time, and I can't even keep up. I haven't even looked in a long time. I've just seen a few highlights from the weekly email that I get from Amazon about the Echo. I can do things, just fun little things like, Alexa, tell me an interesting fact.
To count as a gargoyle, a carving on a building has to have a water spout in it. They literally gargle. Other such carvings are called grotesques.
Oh, weird. Okay. That's actually, yeah, that is interesting. Okay, there's your fact of the day. Alexa, tell a joke.
What do you call a snarky criminal going down the stairs? A condescending descending.
Okay. That's actually pretty good. All right. So, your typical goofy nonsense like that. And then, like I said, you can plug it into, it works with your Amazon Music. It works with your Amazon. If you have Prime Music, you can do that. You can use it for, it works with your Pandora. I think it works with Spotify now. I don't have a Spotify account, but I think it does work with that. But I could say, Alexa, play some classic rock.
Classic rock on Prime Music.
Alexa, stop. So I can't play more of that because of copyright things with YouTube. I don't want to get in trouble. So it's that easy. I could say, ask it for a specific artist or a specific song or album, whatever. If something is playing, I could ask who it was, and it'll tell me. You can actually order things on Amazon through Alexa. So like, oh, never mind. I didn't mean to do that. So I could say something like, Alexa, buy some micro USB cables.
I couldn't find songs by micro USB cables in your music library.
Oh, that's funny. I thought I said, okay, that there's a perfect instance where text-to-speech, of course, is not perfect. Like your recognition and, okay, that's funny. Yep. Okay, there's my new band name, Micro USB Cable. That is going to be my band name. Great. But you can add something to your shopping list. There have been a couple of different sales where like you can only buy. They'll have a deal where like you have to use one of the Echo products to order it, and it'll be like at a really deep discount. Again, my main complaint about the Echo family right now is with the mobile app, simply because it's a good app. Don't get me wrong. But with again, there's so many of these third-party skills. There really needs to be a section where I can quickly go to see what apps I have, what skills I have installed. I need that because A, I forget what I've even looked at, And B, what's more the problem is that I have some skills I'd like to go revisit, but it's very picky about the syntax as to where, like, how you have to say things. So if you don't say it absolutely kind of correctly, like the correct order or the correct syntax, it isn't going to work properly. So I might know I have a skill, but if I haven't used it in a week or two, I'm like, okay, what do I got to say to make that work again? And I need a quick way, either by voice or I need a quick way in the app to go, oh, that's what that skill was called. That's what I need to say. Like there needs to be just a quick thing where I can manage, see what I need to say for my skills and quickly just manage, like if I don't want that skill anymore, take it away. Just to be able to show that kind of thing. So that is the main issue that I have with the Echo right now. But I must say I do use it quite a bit. I use the one in my living room probably a little bit more just because I'm out there, and I especially for timer, I use that constantly. I will ask it things. The other thing, I use it a lot if I'm writing an email or writing something on the web or something. I will ask it to, like, how to spell something. Let's say, Alexa, how do you spell continent?
Continent is spelled Continent.
So I was just trying to think of a longer word to spell, and for whatever reason that popped into my head. But that comes in super handy. I ask it what time it is sometimes, like especially when I'm under VR and I can't see anything but what's in front of me, and I'm like, how long have I actually been playing? And in the living room, I can just say the code word and say, hey, what time is it? Or ask it something that I want to know, and I'm still in my virtual reality, but I can still have this kind of conduit to the real world without having to look or do anything. Again, I use this one not quite as much, but it does have its uses. Like I said, I can use it as an alarm clock. I can use it both wired and wirelessly via Bluetooth to listen to things. If you have good speakers and you don't want to use the one that's built in here, you can use it that way. But yeah, I mean, if you have played with any of the other Echoes, it's pretty much the same thing. You have to run it by power. You can't run it on battery. It's just that's the way it is. But you do that. It has all the smart features. You can say the code word. You can change the code word to be her name, or you can change it to be Amazon, or I think one or two other things. So if you have multiple Echoes in the in the apartment or the house, and there's a chance that they can hear each other, you can set each one to be different code words so you don't mix them up. That's only happened to me once. I haven't changed the code word, but I was actually right in the middle of between my bedroom and my living room, and there was one time where I did ask it something. I think I set a timer, and both of them just went off at the same time. I'm like, oh, okay, that was unintentional, but okay. The microphones are really good. No complaints there whatsoever. It's a really neat product, and I hope they don't discontinue it. Like I said, they're not in stock right now on Amazon, and they don't really seem to have any availability listed. So I don't know, like I said, if this is the Dot was some kind of a experiment they wanted to see if people would go for it, or if they have something in mind for a newer iteration already, which I think would be a little bit too soon. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a neat little critter. I actually like it quite a bit. So that is just a quick demonstration of the Amazon Echo Dot. Hopefully they become available again and you guys can pick one up. But if they don't, I have a rare piece of technology. Maybe it'll be worth something someday. I don't know. But I like it. So hope you guys enjoyed it, found it useful. Follow me on Twitter at BGFH79. And until next time, I will talk to you guys again later.